Football playoff preview and a chance for a top 10 team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. There he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
It's It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. They just keep firing. Pulls it in. It's Toner. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good...
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Green. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now the pitch. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and the coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Time on target. Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Finds his man. It's Hill. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just... to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He got it! Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll go to the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down on the offense.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Denson. Makes the catch, it's Surtain. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
No, how about a good job about the defense? Sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Ryan's just big tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Y'all like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I really like this guy running the option. I tell you, you go back to the mid-2000s in Eugene, there was a coaching change, and there was sort of this paradigm shift offensively.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Tripped up for the tackle.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
They go to the ground. There he goes. Inside the 40. 20. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Denson. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibbs. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Green. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Denson. Quick strike complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush. And that really...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Off the play fake. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. And he's dragged down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
He gets a hand on it. He's going to scoop it up. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. performance. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for back. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his man. It's Duarte. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking for room. It's Toner. Finds a little bit of space. Gets 3 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground game on the left. Gets it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Off play action on first down. Let's it fly. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Gibbs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll run it on first and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
And you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too, nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you get...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. looking for a gap. It's Hill. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the quarterback hung up 2 and sacked at the 12. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Denson. He's got him. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
The #1 key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
And he missed it. No good. Thought maybe that field goal could start some momentum. Instead, the deficit is still 16. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Going to the ground. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll pull it on the read. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to his 5-yard line. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Might be looking to run. That's a 15. He's loose. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
He has 60 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Pittsburgh. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll pull it down. The ball squirts free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Man down on the play. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii. The give to the back. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And what's... Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend and so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the punt team gets down there. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets away from one. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Now on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and more. And to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Hawaii! Fired in from the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Barfield. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Buying some time as he moves left. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been... They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He'll try the left side. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. This offense has been a juggernaut, and he takes it in for... Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Harris. At the 40, there he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Caught over the middle. It's Barfield. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense Gonna look downfield again. Release to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Barfield.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got it in the middle, it's Sims. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He slides that. And this is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark.